back for my lash appointment since morning, and I am here to stand up for myself because I actually want to stop calling these things crash outs. I am here to stand up for myself because one thing about you guys, I'm starting to realize it, and by the time I wonder was Mmaneo and you guys call them mean girls. I sat for weeks on end watching people drag my name, disrespect me, lie about my name, disrespect my family and my husband, and body shame me and bully me. And I kept quiet. But unfortunately, guys, I am a person, and one thing about me, I'm not gonna die because I want to be perceived as like not a mean girl on social media. First and foremost, guys, I did not gossip about anyone, and I think I should have said this from the word go. I did not gossip about anyone. I had a relationship with someone that I held to a regard of my sibling, my sister, not knowing about Lomdu, manipulative, they are toxic, and also number one. And I had built that relationship loving that person, and I did everything and anything for that person, not knowing is manipulative, right? This is the same person who was every day in my ear telling me, you need to stop being friends with that certain girl. She wants your life. She's this, she's that. She would consistently send me drama that was going on about this girl, and she'd be like, don't be friends with this girl. She's not good for you. She's not good for your brand. She's not good. She wants your life. Number one. So when I got into a situation where I wasn't happy with the person who is in question, who's always allowing people to be cyberbullied by her fan base, I went to my sister to go and confide in her and vent to her and say, you know what, you are right, girl. This person is like this and is like this and is like this and is like this, and I should have listened to you. But soon after that, I realized that Lomto uyi manipulator, and this person thrives in toxicity, and I cut them off. And when I did that, she was not satisfied with the fact that I let her go and I continue with my life. She said, you know what, I'm gonna turn the tables and play the same girl, the same game to that other person. Now that the manipulation has worked on the damsel, she's in distress and she goes onto the internet and opens up a platform for her fan base to bully me, body shame me, and disrespect my husband. And I can't speak for myself because why? This is by mean girl. Guys, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. I'm not going to let someone drag me unnecessarily so, and I'm going to keep quiet because I'm scared to be perceived as a mean girl. That's not going to happen. This particular person didn't have anything on me or my principles as a person. And what did they do? They ran and inserted what? My husband, because they know people are curious about my husband. You know what, actually... And the other thing that's pissing me off is Umtu who takes the truth and manipulates it to suit a narrative. First of all, this thing of my husband being in the streets and my husband being this and my husband being that and he's what. I was consoling this particular person about the situation that they were going through, and I was letting them aware about, hey, me and my husband once had an issue where he was coming back late because he was hosting his associates in Cape Town. I live an hour away from Cape Town, and it obviously didn't make sense for him to always host people in Cape Town. And we solved that. I was explaining to him that we had to talk through it and solve it. Don't worry, this situation is on shoulder. That's what I was saying. I didn't ask someone about, oh, my husband comes late. No. I didn't do that. Second of all, I've never asked for anything from you. For you to be like, oh, and her financial situation. What financial situation that I'm not giving? And what is this financial situation that you guys are speaking about? Because I've never asked anything from any of y'all guys. Or maybe we are speaking about the financial situation of the fact that I refuse to give the manipulator money. And that's the financial situation that you guys are speaking about. You guys can continue to speak about that as much as you want, but one thing for sure, she'll never even squeeze a cent out of me. She will never see the day where I will give her even a cent. That's one thing for sure. And secondly, guys, please, let's not. I don't want to come onto the internet and speak about things that have nothing to do with the internet, and then you guys are going to turn around and say, do you mean, girl, I'm classist, I'm this, Bugela Bantu pants. I didn't bring any of this shit on the internet, guys. I didn't bring any of this shit on the internet. I am hashing out things that were brought about me on. Also, guys, this thing that you guys are running with, the fact that my husband is in the streets and he's cheating, the person who put that out does not believe it themselves. They don't. They actually don't, guys. But to clarify everything, my husband is playing games, and he has picked up a hobby or a career in farming. And unfortunately, the land that he's farming is in the Eastern Cape, and that's why it seems like he is absent. But you know what? He can do that. He doesn't have to go as hard. He has the leisure to do that, and it's what it is. But I'm happy. Actually, guys, you know what? You guys can go on with the bad press. I'm 100% happy. That makes him funny, and I love that. But sometimes nibafuna be wrong. So yeah, continue with the bad press. I know myself, guys. I know myself. I know my life. On Saturday, I decided to unfollow this particular person and block them. Because tell me why, if I'm a witch and I'm a watching spirit, how is it that the minute you go into the event that we were invited at, and I was working at a particular store, what is the coincidence when you go straight, the first place that you go to is the stand that I'm working at? Like, why would you want to be around the person who doesn't wish you well and is jealous of you? Personally, there were hundreds of stalls there. I would avoid this person by all means. I would generally avoid this person by all means. Or maybe we don't do things the same way, but happy to like main character syndrome. But yeah. Anyway, Masi Valley, until someone pricks me again, that's